This is round 4, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, 5.
Of 5. We're going all night. We're going all night hard. Like the ladies like. Speaking
Woo!
of ladies, we have Miss Maggie McDaniel
Hello.
in the house.
A.K.A. Cassandra LeDuc, which is her real name. But,
But the other
whatever.
one's alliterative, so I like it.
I don't know the number of people with like Cassie or Maggie McDaniel in their phone instead of my real name versus the people with my real name. Much larger.
Right. So we don't know what either of these players are playing yet. Rumor has it that Matt is playing some sort of devotion deck.
Jeff? Oh, yeah. I forgot we got a man on the inside.
All right. Jeff is black-white.
Ooh.
Matt is blue-white control.
I think we knew that deep down.
Deep down inside, we know the kind of person that Matt Liskowycz is.
I'm going to use this time to eat my sub and talk about a deck that I saw on Duels of the Planeswalker. That was a pre-included deck that I don't think gets talked about enough.
Okay.
Market Day? You're in Market Day?
Mm-mm.
It's this blue-white control deck,
but
it plays Trading Post.
Okay.
That's about it.
All right.
What did he thought?
And it plays for Rod.
All right. So we had Thoughtseize. It took away an Aetherling. And Matt Liskowycz with a tapped Foundry pass. So we know that Jeff is playing some form of black-white. That could be like a devotion to black splashing white. It could just be black-white mid-range. There's a lot of options here. That you cannot ultimate price.
Ha! That
So-
is the nice part about Frostborn Raid.
There's a lot of things that are nice about Prosper.
Let's list them all. Ooh.
Anger of the Gods. We'll do it alphabetically.
Yeah. So Jeff has Peak on a 3/1. Don't draw a card. And Matt Liskowycz got to see a ultimate price for free. Not that it really didn't matter a whole lot. Prosper, we're getting in for 1.
Wonder how many mono creatures he has.
How many?
He's going to play around it. Monocolored creatures.
That's true.
Probably just Aetherling.
Aetherling, yeah. But typically when you play, Aetherling usually you just wheel the blue anyway. But like Dow definitely is going to do it. Yeah.
No one's caught on to the super secret tech of Colossal Whale or Prognostic Sphinx in these control decks.
Yeah.
We saw Prognostic Sphinx.
Yeah, Prognosis Sphinx. They've been dueling all day.
Nice.
No whales yet.
No whales.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for a whale.
Whale's actually really good in blue-white control against the big red decks. Because Boros Reckonar can't beat it.
Nope.
That's true.
I get real mad.
So Jeff did have a Devour Flesh for the Prosper and Weird, so not needing the ultimate price on it. Matt Liskowycz up to 4 land. It'll be interesting to see what then he goes ahead and lays down the Prosper and Weird, committing it to the board.
I think they're going to play some Magic Gathering cards. I think.
Yeah, I think this is
we
a
got
real
a
game.
I think we got a whole game.
Yeah, these are 2 like established archetypes in the metagame, so we're gonna see real Magic. Jeff beating in with the Intimidate 3/1, and Matt spiked into Azorius Charm. Usually that's a sign of digging for land drops, and he did draw an island off of it. It's just all about how Matt wants to navigate these next few turns. Since he is the control deck, he's trying to dictate the pace of how this game gets played. Jeff is the beatdown in this position. Usually not the beatdown. These black-white mid-range decks are very controlling.
Yeah. See how well he adapts to the new role.
Tons of spot removal, desecration demons, things like that. Matt beating down. Can't block the Intimidate, so...
Just an update from what we saw. Our FNM hero deck was on table 2.
Yeah. 2-1.
So.
Yeah, 2-1.
2-1 killing for fun. Possibly for profit as well.
Yeah, and get some updates to his deck.
And Kyle McDaniel is keeping the tiebreakers good for the FNM hero. He was in table 1.
Yes.
He's still undefeated. So.
Killing it. Killing it.
Jace is going to stifle some of these attacks somewhat. And I believe that is a Night Veil Spectre from Jeff. And it'll be interesting to see if he gets any cards that he could play.
I think I see a
No,
verdict.
he's got it.
I think I see a verdict. So.
Yeah. This is... If it's a verdict... Yeah, this is the clearest sign that he has a verdict, I believe. Although you might want to down-tick Jace first. Or not down-tick it, but yeah, down-tick it. You want to down-tick Jace and see what you get before you wrap, maybe?
Maybe.
And he takes it up. That also makes sense. Trying to get to ultimate and make it just live longer against future clocks.
The win condition of ultimating Jace stealing their thing is basically if they get rid of the Aether Link, that's their only win condition.
Yeah, that's
We've
true.
seen it do some work tonight.
Yeah, a Jace ultimate.
Yeah.
In fact, from Kyle McDaniel in the first round. Got a Cyclonic Rift and an Aether Link.
Kyle also finished the last round with 23 or more minutes to spare. So,
Which is impressive.
Which is impressive for
considering the deck that he's playing.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a Thoughtseize got dissolved. So
I don't know if I would Jeff. I would still be like, okay, still got a counterspell out of you.
Yeah, that's true.
So gain 2 life.
Yes, yes. I'm imagining Matt has some sort of other planeswalker he's protecting, or perhaps an Aether Link. And also just scrying is fine too. Trying to keep the Jace as high as he can. A Jace ultimate would go get like Desecration Demon or something to that effect. But still has a ways to go.
It's mana around.
Yeah, Jeff Green trying to figure out a way to get threats to stick. I think he has a handful of removal, which is
look like spells.
Yeah, spells, not creatures. It's not going to be effective against Aetherling, since they can just blink in and out. And Divination from Matt Liskowycz.
Matt is a man that knows how to keep some gas going.
Yes, yeah. Chaining together these draw spells is an effective way for him to stay in the game.
That's really where you want to be as a blue-white control player.
Yes. The proverbial draw go. Ooh, and here's Big Daddy O from Matt Liskowycz.
The Syncopate.
And he says no. Yeah. So after that gets exiled. And Matt gets the untap with many lands.
I've always been really sketchy about playing Syncopate in a control deck, because if I don't Syncopate something on turn 2, I end up absolutely hating Syncopate, because either I miss a land drop or they ramp, and they're so far out of Syncopate zone.
Yes.
One is necessary evil.
S-Town, they call it. Get that fly. That fly's been over the store.
I'm going to murder this fly.
For like 2 weeks, there's been a fly.
Can he multi... Yes, he can. Beautiful has no color.
Mm-hmm.
So
can't have more than one color. It does not even have that one.
Mutavault has 0 colors. But it is a wizard merfolk.
Yes.
Wizard.
List of
yeah.
Under old rules.
Yes. It's also a human. So Matt is actually where he wants to be. That's the ultimate. Okay, let's see what he gets.
Blood Baron
really seems pretty good. Yeah. Underworld Connection is not bad.
Main deck Sin Collector. Interesting.
Yes. Yeah.
This
is nice because we also get to look through Jeff's deck. Probably not Devour Flesh. Ooh, or Obsidian. See, the Obsidian looks really good.
Yeah.
But I think you still take Blood Baron.
I think
because if you blink the Obsidian, it goes under Jeff's control, I think. Because I think it says it goes under your owner's control.
I believe so.
Oh, does it? Okay. Yeah.
I don't think it boomerangs back to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think Matt makes the right decision taking the Blood Baron.
It's more... I think it'll be harder for him to go with.
And Jeff could have like a Devour Flesh, but if Matt goes against a creature of his own, then he can just sack that creature, or have 2 threats either way. And Elspeth,
yeah.
That's still a threat that he doesn't have to fight anymore. He's got all this mana.
Right.
Planeswalkers are silly.
Yeah, and Matt's probably going to make some guys get out of Devour Flesh land. Although Jeff can use it in response if he has a Devour Flesh.
Mm-hmm.
This is also assuming Matt doesn't have a counterspell. We've already seen quite a few leave his hand. So it looks like he's going to make some dudes. Just had a Devour Flesh. He should
be now.
Response. Yeah, but it's too late for that.
Mm-hmm.
Land and Jace. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Matt Liskowycz has what we would like to call all. He has it all. And
Oh. Thank you for the detention spear in the land. Is really what that is.
yes. Chuck could just say take them all. Screw it.
I don't even care. I'm gonna try to rune flare trap you.
He's got a detention spear in hand, so.
Yeah. Yeah, Jeff prefers to concede, which is reasonable.
For a second, I thought Jeff was just gonna take all of his cards
and run out of the room.
Said, "I am the winner. I have all the cards. You are not the winner."
Yeah. So when we got the peek out Jeff's deck, he does have like Grey Merchant. So this is like more of a devotion to Black Splash White for Obsidian and Blood Baron, which is one of the routes you can take when you're playing these mono black devotion decks.
It's interesting. It's because we saw a Spectre.
Yeah.
I don't think I saw Nykthos, though. I don't recall.
No.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing Nykthos.
You might just raw dog the devotion, which the mono black aggro just raw dog it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Matt taking a look at his sideboard options.
Memory Adept is a bad idea. I was playing against Maze's End deck that brought in Memory Adept against me when I was playing black-white control, and he didn't quite realize how whip worked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And milled me for 10 after Thoughtseize away my Obsidat.
Ugh. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. The mill plan against these black-white decks is dubious at best.
If he goes long, it works, and he might be trying to go long.
Right. Yeah. And Matt brought in, I think he has negates. I think that's a really good decision.
Yeah.
Those whips rebuying creatures is, those recursive effects that you have against control are where you want to be. Things like Curse Scroll, in this case, whip.
I was going to say he might be kind of threat light, but we saw some good business from him.
If I were Matt, I probably might take out the Frostburn Weirds.
They're just not high impact.
Yeah, well, not high impact on them, and like just first creature comes out on turn 3.
Yeah,
and
those are for blocking Cacklers, not for.
Yes, yeah, and it's not the best at beating in for 4 because it's a 3-mana commitment on your turn. That's not what you want to be doing when you're playing draw.
I think you probably would have rather counterspell.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yes. Exactly. So I would take out the Frostburn Weird. Negate and any more counterspells makes sense to me.
Yeah. Should be pretty strong.
Yes. Jeff Green probably taking out his ultimate prices.
Yeah.
Perhaps his Devour Flushes.
The one mistake that a lot of people make when they're playing against control decks is that they end up taking out all the removal.
Yes.
Which is always a bad idea, especially now with Elspeth and Frostborn Weird and things like that. There's always a target for it most of the time.
Yes.
You have to be careful about his mana.
Yes.
Kind of got flooded that last game, so.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, Jeff was looking for like early disruption and then like underworld connections.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a Thoughtseize and then Sin Collector hand is I think where he wants to be. But we shall see.
We will. I wonder if he had to know what Matt was playing. I would assume.
Yeah.
I think they've sat next to each other a number of times.
Yeah.
Talking.
Right.
They're pretty familiar with each other.
Right. And another nice thing about Negate is stopping underworld connections. I mean, that's a huge card. It's a lot of card advantage.
It is.
it's a lot of card advantage.
Like I was talking real big about Duels of the Planeswalker. That's one of the decks I've been playing on there is the mono black, the current mono black devotion, and does its rounds.
Oh yeah,
Underworld Connection just does so much work.
Yes. So looks like Matt has a Banisher Priest in his hand and a Assortment of Land. Looks like Jeff has the Guildgate, perhaps Thorough Land, or Magic the Gathering cards, and we're off.
All right. Blue-eyed white dragons over here.
Yeah, and these are the first few turns that you can expect. Just some land go. Jeff doesn't do anything until turn 3.
Yeah.
And blue. Oh, Matt has no. Oh gosh, this is big. Matt has no access to blue currently, so Jeff knew the underworld connections. triple white from Matt Liskowycz.
I've had hands like that where I've got like 2 planes and I'm like, I can draw into blue.
Yes. It's a reasonable thing to expect. I mean, you're playing Native Islands.
Magic isn't reasonable.
Yeah. And 4.
Yeah, Magic is not reasonable.
Yeah.
That's the headline right there.
Matt wants to draw the island very badly. And then Jeff getting a card off his own.
4 glooms in hand, no black mana. For those familiar with very early Worlds coverage for that Pro Tour. John Finkel sitting with like 4 glooms in his hand. Somebody might not be Finkel. I think they were playing against Finkel and they were just.
So, in other news, Jeff lands a Desecration Demon, and Jeff is going to connect with. Ooh, okay, Celestial Flare takes out the Nebula Spectre. I thought that was a Banisher.
Banisher Priest would have been really good. It would have gotten rid of the.
Yes. Yeah.
Because with the whip just countering, I never like just countering it when I know my opponent has a whip. I'm like, I'm gonna have to deal with that later.
Yeah.
I started actually running a Rest in Peace main deck.
Ooh,
Celestial Flare on Desecration Demon. And then here comes something scary. Oh, Big Daddy O.
Yeah.
And this is going to Vicious Hunger Matt return.
Jeff playing the old, I have a whole bunch of threats. Do you have enough answers?
Do you have blue mana? No? All right. Yeah, this is very unfortunate for Matt. If he had access to blue, this game would
He's staying in it.
Yeah, but I mean,
But he's not going to pick back.
He's going to go to 11.
I don't know how he's going to win.
Yes.
He's staying alive. But
one of the ways he can, attack. Interesting. I mean, Celestial Flare is.
You got most of them.
I think he's feeling lucky.
Two, yeah. We've already seen 2, so I like that attack.
Said he's got to have some blue counter spells in his hands that he's cussing down.
Yes.
Yes.
And Jeff happy to say go. And a Detention Sphere at the top.
Oh.
Not ideal.
That is when your deck kicks you in the balls right there.
Yes.
So Island, here's the blue spell.
I was half expecting when Jeff connected with a Nibel Spectre, he was just going to take an island. I just had a feeling that's what was going to happen.
Would have run to go save Fritz from the carnage that would develop from that.
That rips the table in half. Eats the camera.
One bite.
I'm not.
Well, that's happened a couple times.
Snake Collector, come on. Boo.
It's like, what do you want to take? I've got a handful of blue spells.
Just like, oh, that's why you're not playing it.
Probably want to take my card draw spells so that I can't draw
I would
lands.
have tapped some white mana there in response to rebuilding my hand.
Why?
Just
I'll have 4 white. Here's my hand.
Just probably tempted to take the. Oh, he
then they're going to be taking
the
about that.
Charm.
Okay. And then Matt is next turn. Island! Whee!
You got there.
All right.
But he took the charm away.
Maybe his deck will just be like, haha, just kidding.
He needs like Ancestral Recall and Balance.
Yes. Quicken.
Quicken
Quicken balance.
Pick him up. Scoop it up. Oh yeah, Quicken. But he had another blue. If he had 2 blue and a Quicken and a Supreme Verdict, that would have been good.
Sweet dreams are made of that.
Yes. That is how Matt could have gotten back in the game.
Yep.
Yeah, the Quicken on Supreme Verdict. So,
Which is actually really fun to do to people.
Yeah.
Now he's at game 3. That should be better for him.
Yeah. As an aggro player, when like you have like dudes out and the control deck's like 4th lane go, you're just like, yes. But then they're like Quicken, you're like, oh no.
Oh no.
This is bad.
I had dreams.
Nightmare.
I do random. I just keep like down
Random number?
Yeah.
If you piles of 6, you get 6 piles of 10.
I do.
Occasionally, I'll do the old 6 and 4 to make sure that I have the appropriate amount of cards in my deck.
Okay.
But when I'm
You can do it. 7 marks because.
Yeah.
So you make piles of 7 and then you end on 4 cards. So if your opponent is ever pile shuffling with 7 cards, end in 4 cards. That's the secret.
Stand one before you're like A. same one after. You're like, well, they're playing 61.
You're right. Yes. Yeah. Or they're playing like 55, and you get a free one. So.
Well, I just do it all over the place, like randomly. Like I don't do it in order. Like I'll mix it up.
Yeah.
So.
Shoya Nakamura does piles of 10, and then a pile of 9.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
Or I just do it crazy just to keep it random. But
piles of like 26 or something.
Yeah.
And he's got blue mana and white mana.
Matt has like 1 million land and divinations. That's a snap keep.
I'll get there.
I've ever seen a snap keep in my life. That is one of them.
Starts it off by going, Jeff, I'm not going to get stuck on blue mana this game.
Or white mana. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh man, he has a plains? Yeah, that's good stuff. And Jeff had the old no thoughts. Huh. There it is.
What you want? Probably taking the Jace.
Yeah, I think that's the clear winner. Or loser, depending how you look at it.
Clearly the blue planeswalker.
Yes.
In all this.
Oh, I thought Matt was just bringing the beat down. It's like take 4. No divination.
Well, he's tapped out.
So I got all this blue man, I'm going to use it.
And that's like Fosse's divination. He's like, no, why did I attack for 4? And this is, well, we got all detentions here.
Can't take detention.
Oh, it's instant resource, right? Not non-creature.
Oh.
I'm terrible.
It's all right.
Got a girl showing.
I know. That wouldn't be the first
Can't
time.
have those magic.
The girl that beat me at that PTQ the one time,
yeah,
her boyfriend also played,
yeah,
and he proposed her at Grand Prix.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah. Oh, that was
the girl who beat me. Yeah.
Oh wow,
that's nice. She had a great day.
Yeah.
Well, sort of.
Yeah, she almost made day 2. I think she was like 3-0 at one point. That's impressive. But anyway, Matt Liskowycz bringing down with a 1/4. Name another playable 1/4 in constructed Magic history. Traywind Raider?
Kelsonite Snapper.
Okay.
That's all French play. Oh, Wildfire.
Okay.
Did you say Wildfire Emissary? Because I blanked out.
That's a 2/4.
It is? I thought it was. I think they have it programmed wrong in Chandelar because I swear it was a 1/4.
All right. So we have the whip. Matt has a very clean answer to this in the form of the Tinted Sphere, which Jeff already knew existed. Pump up the jams.
Yeah.
Pump up the weird jams.
You got me thinking about this now. Tradewind Rider's a 1/3, right?
It's a 1/3. I'm pretty sure.
It had to survive shock in its time.
Ooh. There's the outside.
There it is. Oh. All right.
This is getting real.
It's going to come down.
The 2/1 beat down.
The intensity intensifies.
Yes. So Jeff, I think, is ahead here. The opposite of blinking in and out is going to have a huge problem.
He just drew the Azorius Charm, though, so it doesn't give him that extra turn.
Right. Yeah, fancy.
We're swinging back and forth.
Here comes Mutavault. Yeah, this is a good old-fashioned race. At this rate, Matt is losing the race, but as Cassie pointed out, he has an Azorius Charm.
Yeah.
So that will alter the race in some fashion.
Race will be different than it is now.
The race will probably still be amazing. Trying to figure out how much to pump. Lead back 2 mana, getting from 5 drop to 7. On his upkeep, he'll go back up to 9, and that will drop to 12.
It's getting close.
Yes.
Eraser X will win this one.
Yes. So it'll be interesting to see what Jeff does with this opposite option. He chooses to attack with it or just blink it. I think Matt leaving up to 2 mana is a pretty clear sign he has an Azorius Charm. Well, never mind. Doesn't matter.
I think I'd probably cycle a card at this point.
Yes.
Just to not give him the satisfaction of taking it out of my hand.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he's gonna let him do it. So that's a Supreme Verdict. Island. Detention and Azorius Charm.
All right, Jedi. Oh no.
Yep, there it goes.
Just trying to get him to get the detentions.
Just like
the detention.
And here comes the 7. Matt goes to 5. or I'm sorry, Matt goes to 5, and Jeff is at 7 life.
Yeah.
And here's the demon. Okay, so now Matt can't even attack profitably. Cannot attack profitably.
Oh, but he's also got the tension spear in hand.
Oh, that's true.
And he's got a mutavault.
And he has a mutavault. Oh my gosh, this is close. But Matt, okay,
they're burning barns over here.
Yeah. So if you're Matt, yeah, well,
he's just okay. I am Matt.
Like this is hard. Like,
yeah.
So, okay. So do you? Because you can't take a hit from obviously that because you're at 5, so you'll die.
Yeah.
But he can let it blink, and if he can somehow stave off the attack, that would be good. I think what you might want to do is
I'd probably sack to Desecration Demon next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Double block with the Mutavault. One Mutavault on Obsidian, one Mutavault on Sin Collector.
Right.
And then Verdict your next turn.
Right.
Because then you have the extra mana up to block on the Obsidian with 2 Mutavault. Well, wouldn't have your Mutavaults then, but it'd give you an extra turn.
Right. Yeah, he might, and it's awfully tempting just to Verdict here. I don't know if that's correct.
Oh, he's thinking about desphearing the demon.
Mm-hmm. Yes. But then after that blink spike in, Matt goes to 3.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he has double block, but you don't. Oh, this is hard.
Mm-hmm. This is difficult Magic the Gathering cards.
Yes. It's a rousing game of Magic the Gathering cards.
This is, I need to draw the Azorius Charm or Celestial Flare.
Yes.
Now.
Yeah.
This is 2 wizards having a very long day.
Yeah. And Matt has to be very, very careful here. Let's see what he opts to do. He has to do something. I'm trying to figure out like what I would do, and I can't guarantee that being right.
No, I don't think there's a clear play.
Yeah,
I still have cards in his hands. Too.
Yeah, the opposite was what ruins all of this. Without opposite, you just Supreme Verdict.
Like if I knew what the top card of my deck would be,
yeah,
like the play would be.
Okay, so that's a D-sphere on the
demon.
On the demon. So now he still has to deal with the opposite up linking in and out, but he needs a rip to do that anyway. Here comes the Mutavault attack. Puts Jeff down to 5. Yeah,
that was wasted mana.
And now, I don't think I like getting the Mutavault.
No, that didn't.
I would rather pretend to have a counterspell, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, it's tough.
Yeah, Jeff's at 7. Yeah, dealing 2 doesn't do anything because Jeff just gains it back.
And you don't have any haste creatures.
Right, and then there goes the Supreme Verdict. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But obviously you can't foresee the future and know Jeff has a Sun Collector.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's hard to say. Maybe the Supreme Verdict was the better play, just because it's like a 2-for-1.
Mm-hmm.
And if he has a Sin Collector, he can't take the detention check.
I think it was more for sure.
Yeah. And then he gets a 2-for-1 on the Sin Collector. Obviously, he doesn't know that.
Yeah.
So that's an attack you have to block. I mean, there's no option. Or else you die.
Block with the Crossborn Weird.
I agree, yeah. Definitely with the Weird, yes.
How much mana does he have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I don't think a Sphinx's puts him back in the game.
No, Sphinx Revelation is no good. He draws. It was a blue card. Is it Upheaval? Even Upheaval.
It needs to be Upheaval.
Even Upheaval is no good.
Overload Rift.
This wouldn't be the worst thing.
It wouldn't be enough though.
Yeah, it's still not enough because I was definitely back. Okay.
I think it was a divination because he just looked at the top 2.
Right. Okay.
That was a barn burner.
Yes. Yeah.
Noah.
Noah.
No, that was just the most intense game of Magic I've seen in a while.
Where? When?
Right there on the screen.
Who was playing it?
Matt Liskowycz and Jeff Green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our viewers just got to see some down to the last couple turns.
It was awesome.
Right.
It wasn't Green White
I
Life
ever
game.
play a blue land because that would be cool.
He did.
Not on the second game.
Game 2, he didn't play land.
Details.
Did you watch it?
I went up and saw. I was like, wow,
You got
5 land out.
Game 2. You got
All
that.
the
He got a
same
blue
color.
land on the last turn.
Yeah, he had
Like,
one.
did you change decks? And I looked at his hand. He's like, no.
We were trying to figure out
It's a hard deck.
the quicken balance.
Quicken balance seems good.
We can balance.
We're thinking about how good that would be.
I was thinking like Ancestral Recall and the balance would be pretty good.
You be careful out there, Emilio.
You know. All right. So Jeff Green taking down the match.
Yep.
Uh,
Hoisting it above his head.
Yep, he's gonna take that match slip and then put it on a chain and wear it around his neck.
That would actually be pretty cool.
If you just kept all your match slips for
Be Dayton Bling.
Dayton Bull. All right, so that was round 4.
Round 4. We got one more to go. We'll
we have-
probably follow the heat.
Yeah, we have one more. I'm assuming depending on how many are, they'll draw.
No. There's only 2 undefeateds right now, I think.
They would draw. Well,
Round
never
4,
mind.
there were
Yeah,
only 2
yeah, yeah.
undefeateds.
Okay, so yeah, there won't
Math.
be any undefeated.
There
There'll
will
be
be
one.
one,
There'll be one
and
undefeated.
He'll have to play it
And they'll have
out.
to play. So we'll probably have the undefeated player against
Mhm.
whoever that person plays.
Mhm.
So
Go Kyle.
yeah, Cassie rooting for Kyle.
Mhm.
I mean, I sleep next to him at night. If
Yep.
I root for the other person, he
Probably
might
get a little
not
bit to
be.
say about what that store credit does.
Yeah, it has some influence on it.
As a magic wife, I also know how that goes.
All right, so that was round 4. When this video ends, click the next button. Watch the next round. Watch the previous round. Watch other Friday Night Magics.
Just watch magic in general. It's great. But watch our magic. Bye.
Bye.
Go Team Date Magic.